Hello and welcome back to Kathy Rain to Soothsayer. Last time we did a bunch of hacking. We messed around with pager codes and ultimately ended up hacking into Andrea's computer. Now we have to see what we actually find out and what she has saved there. So this was from last year. The base of operation in the old mines sounded like a crazy idea, but the more I think about it, the more it makes sense. Those tunnels have been abandoned for decades, but they are sheltered underground, built to last, and well preserved. The bones of the complex should have electrical infrastructure, heating, plumbing, and some kind of living quarters. The main problem is hijacking the electrical grid, but it should be doable. The area is remote and I'll be able to work undisturbed. I just gotta spoof one of those old mechanical meters on the side and make sure power is supplied from the nearest substation. Easy peasy. There are other problems too, but I welcome the challenge. Finally, a proper project. Unlike the brain dead assignments my professors gave me. So I wonder if this.
The old mines,
Yeah.
huh? A good place to hide. They're enormous. Practically half the state is filled with them. I'll need more specifics to track down a site like that.
Yeah, that's interesting though. It's so satisfying seeing a plan coming to fruition. Just think of all the engineering problems I had to solve: hijacking the power grid, setting up wireless surveillance, figuring out the drug synthesis, even the celestial tracking. Man, what a fucking ride. So maybe she actually created Pyre. Where would my life be now if she hadn't found me? Among all of those junkies and lowlives, when I first met her, it was if she knew I would be. It was if she knew I would be there. It was as if she was looking for me all along. Finally, someone who truly saw me, somebody who understood and respected my potential. To think that a year ago, the biggest thing on my mind was finding the right dose of amphetamine. Pyre is incredible, and we're only just on the second batch. Just imagine how powerful it can get with a perfected formula. So yeah, it sounds like Andrea was involved in the creation of Pyre.
Not sure what to make of all this, but it sounds like Andrea was in
Yeah,
cahoots with the pyre dealers, building some kind of secret base for them.
I just came back from the Sanctum, and I'm fucking horrified. Pyre isn't what I thought it was. No, it's a conduit to something terrifying, something indescribable. She can't know, can she? No. Faith wouldn't keep that from me. Not after everything we've been through. I have to tell her, and she'll know what to do. I'll set up meeting at Constance Hill, between here and the hideout. I can't go back down in the dark alone again. Can't face what I saw there. So, okay, that makes sense. And that, in a way, also makes sense why maybe the Constance Hill accident was a little bit out of sorts, felt a little more intense. It was because Faith had to hide any evidence of Andrea, since that could be linked to the whole operation.
Well, that removes any shred of doubt. Andrea Hall was Jane Doe.
Well,
Sounds like something about pyre scared the shit out of her. Did that have something to do with her death?
it certainly feels like the people who took it went into major psychotic episodes, right?
Hey, Rebecca,
Yeah,
Got, got some bad news.
I'm done here. Gonna head out. Thanks for the help.
no problem. Did you learn anything?
I did, but it's not looking good. Andrea was involved with some bad people. I think it's more than likely that she's Jane Doe. I'm sorry.
God damn it. I fucking knew it. I need to process this. You'll talk to the cops, right? I can't deal with them right now.
Of course. Take care of yourself, Rebecca.
You too.
We will talk to them in time.
This laptop worked like a charm. Thanks.
Glad to hear it. What'd you
If we
find
didn't
out?
break it.
Too much to explain now. I'll fill you in tonight. I still need to go and track down Cooper.
Exactly.
Okie dokie.
All right.
Can I talk to...
Sure.
Just wanted to check if we...
Not a bad idea, but there's no time to discuss all of those developments right now. I'll bring Eileen up to speed tonight when I followed up on all my other...
Okay. Well, in that case, let's try to track down Cooper,
All right.
Okie dokie.
which sounds pretty dangerous, all things considered. Okay. Off to the ranger station. There is this ball of sunshine again.
Hello again. I'm back.
Oh, hi. Chief Walker is on duty now. You'll find him past the door to your left.
Ah, great. I think I'll have a chat with him then.
Sure. You have a nice day now.
Thanks. You too.
Yes, come in.
Chief Walker?
Yeah, that's me. Who's asking?
Kathy Rain, private investigator.
Oh, another one. I thought you'd all given up by now.
Sorry to disappoint, but this gal is more stubborn than most.
Apparently. Go on then.
Let's start with the basics.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
You're a PI. You know how this works. You'll have to make do with my statements in the press, just like everyone else.
What about Deborah Sinclair?
Did you know Deborah Sinclair well?
I did, yes. I considered her a friend.
I'm sorry. That must have made things hard for you.
Indeed. It was somewhat of a relief when the City Boys took over the murder case.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Well, we both know how they relate to the murders, but other than that, I haven't come into contact with them.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Okay, I guess not.
I don't want to ask.
Okay.
Are you familiar with Pyre?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Never mind. Guess you guys never got that far. Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
Afraid not. I don't know who she is.
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No, I've never heard that name before.
Okay, no on that too.
I don't want to ask. Do you recognize the name Corey Finnegan? He also goes by the moniker FaZe.
Doesn't ring a bell, no.
Gotcha.
Does the name Andrea Hall mean anything to you?
No, I've never heard that name before.
What about Faith Cyrene?
Do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
No, I don't. That's not a familiar name.
Okay. Now tell me about Victor Cooper.
I'd like to speak to Ranger Cooper. Can you arrange that?
No can do. Ranger Cooper is on leave for the time being.
He is? Why?
Personal reasons. He'll be back on duty in a few weeks. I can pass on your details if you wish.
I can't wait that long. Surely there's no harm in providing his phone number. I just need to speak with him.
No phone, which is the case for all of our resident rangers.
Resident rangers? That means they all live within the confines of the park, right?
Yes, I suppose it does. But you shouldn't try to go find him, miss.
What's stopping me, Chief? Bear Creek is public land, isn't it?
Technically, yes. Just don't harass the poor man, will you? He's been through enough.
I'm sure
What's
he
that
has.
supposed to mean?
Never mind. I'm getting too old for this shit.
Okay. I have a gun.
Waving that around isn't gonna do me any favors.
Okay.
I don't want to ask him about that. I don't want to ask. I don't want to.
I think we have anything
I found
else.
one of these things lying around.
Oh, yes. I'm quite pleased with the turnout.
What do you know about
Well,
Okay, I think that's about it then. Unless there's something in his room.
Are you an avid hunter?
Of course. In my view, it's an integral aspect of being a ranger. Nature is riddled with death, you know. Eat or be eaten. And we shouldn't lose sight of that.
A tea person, I see. Black or green?
Depends on the mood. Yao Pond's my favorite. Heard of it?
You sure
I
have.
have, but not until I started doing research on Deborah Sinclair. She loved that stuff, didn't she?
Ah, of course. Yes, indeed. She's the one who introduced me to it.
What's up with the huge fan outside?
Beggars can't be choosers. We don't have the budget for proper AC.
Alrighty.
What do you think of Cassie?
Oh, Miss Sullivan does a fine job. I'm sure she'll make a great ranger one day.
Alrighty. Well,
Thanks, I'll be going now.
Alrighty then. Good luck.
I should see if I could find out where those resident rangers live. Maybe something in this room can help.
this is where that map that I pointed out
Looks like a
comes
map
in.
of the immediate surroundings here in Bear Creek. Various points of interest are marked out. Ah, there's the ranger accommodations. It's not that far of a trek from the nearest parking spot, so I should be able to cover the rest of the distance on foot. I better get more bullets for this gun before I do that, though. Cooper isn't a man to be trifled with.
Fair. So, Cassie, can you give us some bullets?
Hey, Cassie,
Yeah?
do you know a Faith Cyrene? She's supposed to have some form of facial scars.
No, I don't know anyone like that.
No.
Does the name Andrea Hall mean anything to you?
Nope, sorry.
Didn't think so.
All right, I'm off again.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Now, where would we find more bullets? Cooper's cabin, ranger station. I mean, maybe at the pawn shop?
Nah, I'm broke, and there's nothing I want to pawn. Creepy design.
Get ammo for gun.
The gun isn't much of a threat without a good supply of ammunition. I should keep an eye out for some.
I guess not here. Could be at Longhorn PI. Let's just... Ah, librarian is gone
Tom
too.
was a no-show today, huh? Guess he's out and about?
Yeah.
A workstation for the light.
Maybe at Constance Hill? Somewhere? Maybe someone dropped some bullets.
That was disappointing enough the first time. A fire pit for grilling food, but looks like this.
It doesn't seem like there's anything new here either. Thought maybe someone dropped some bullets here since it's out and about, but we have Bear Creek. I don't really know why there would be any bullets over there, but Firewood, Shrine, Cassidy. Maybe he has some bullets. Priest with a gun.
Hello again, Father.
Welcome back, my.
I don't want to ask him about that.
Hey, Father.
I
Got a
don't want
gun.
to show that to him. All right, I'm heading back out.
Goodbye, young lady.
That must be based on what the Rev.
Okay. Again, a big old nope. Okay. Maybe Meadow has some bullets, who knows? I think she's home.
I guess she's not home.
And I don't think there's anything else here. Okay. So, maybe at Longhorn PI. It's his gun after all, so... Maybe in the trash can. Oh, there's the gun case. I'm probably in there.
It doesn't look like anything of note was thrown away.
I have thought about the gun case in the first place.
Ah, here are some spare bullets for the gun. I better take some.
Better do that.
All right, that should be plenty. I've reloaded the gun too.
Let's go. Here we are at the cabin. Let's look around.
What a monstrosity. I couldn't even hope to lift that thing. The stash is on the smaller side, but I guess we're nearing summer now. They probably plan to refill it in the fall. A handheld lantern. Kerosene, probably? In any case, I have no need for that right now. It says, this building is federally owned. I believe that's the standard for national parks. No state jurisdiction.
Can you peek in through the window?
All smudged. Can't see jack shit in there.
That's not good. Oh! Oh, fuck.
Well, fuck.
Fuck indeed.
Oh, my head. This is not good. Need my pills. No!
Okay. What now? Don't die. Oh, no.
Do you see? The noose, the iron. Those were the holy instruments of my rebirth.
Wait, this is how Isaac Price died. That psycho priest in Conwell Springs.
Nearly there. Fight your ignorance, child.
No, it can't be. You can't actually be him.
Can't I? I told you, There is no death, only change. When everything burned, the Crimson One slipped out of his suit and skittered away like a cockroach. With a heavy heart, I donned the mantle. I became Mr. Burgundy. And now my form is his shelter.
Oh, it's Tom.
Easy. Don't try to get up just yet. I don't want you to faint on me again.
Oh, it's you. Tom, was it?
Yes, my name is Tom Ward. But for the longest time, my name was taken from me.
And in its place, you were only given a hue of red. You're the Crimson One.
Yes. When you burned the threshold, I
Oh.
was set free. I'm ashamed of my past, and I wish to make amends.
That's so? Why should I believe anything you say? You put me through hell in 1995.
Yeah.
Things were out of my control. You don't wear the suit wears you. You can stretch it, bend it, but if you go too far and rip the fabric, you rip yourself.
I see you haven't lost your penchant for nonsense metaphors. At least you're not fucking rhyming again.
There's the Kathy we all know and love. I was afraid I had lost you there for a while.
I'm still me. Not that that got me anywhere. I'm broke and brain damaged, my friend was killed, and I'm chasing some of the most dangerous people on the planet.
That sums it up.
Dangerous indeed. Which is why I will urge you to reconsider a cooperation. We have a common foe, and you will need allies.
For all I know, you're the same bastard you always were, and this is all some kind of double cross.
If it was, it would be quite an elaborate one. Weren't you completely helpless a few minutes ago?
I guess so. I should say thanks for that.
You're welcome. I understand that all of this is a lot to take in, and in due time, I'll explain everything.
You
I
better.
hope so, yeah.
I don't know what the hell is going on, and you're just giving me more questions.
I realize that, but this is neither the time nor the place. When circumstances allow, I'll come find you again.
Just wait a minute. Oh, getting woozy again.
Oh boy.
All right, I think I'm okay now.
Let's take some drugs.
Well, he's gone. Again. Guess there's nothing I can do but check out the cabin.
Sure, let's head into more danger.
Locked. What a shock.
In we go. Hey, let's look around. Plenty to look at.
Gas stove. Guess there's no electricity out here. He's got running water, though, at least. Dishes and cutlery. Nothing interesting. A case of something. Beer, maybe? I think that's a paraffin lamp. Probably a useful light source in here after dark. Various books. Nothing looks out of the ordinary.
Okay.
Decent-sized heater. This must eat quite a lot of firewood in the winter. I doubt this place is well insulated.
Seems to be some sort of trap door here.
Must have been used recently. This floor is spotless. Well, either that or Cooper doesn't spend much time here. Probably for that high shelf with potted plants. Huh? What was that?
Exactly.
secret compartment. There was a hand-drawn map and also some kind of document in there. Quite the plant collection. Guess this guy's got a green thumb.
Might be the connection to Tabitha.
A gardening spray can for watering or applying pesticide. Military style. Maybe he used to be in the army or something. Nothing else in there.
What exactly did we find?
Whoa, this is an Ingstrom discharge form from last year.
Oh,
The name on here is Victor Kopernik, though, not Victor Cooper. Cooper, Kopernik? They're quite similar. Maybe he changed his name after they let him out? The
That would make
timeline fits
sense.
perfectly with Rose's affair, too.
yeah.
This guy has got to be her secret lover.
There we go.
I better head back to Ingstrom's tomorrow to follow up on all of this. It's too late to catch their visitation hours today. Looks like Cooper has drawn a map here. A path through some kind of tunnels. There's no indication of where this is, though. Maybe if I had something to compare it with? Oof, long day. I better get back to the office and share all of these findings with Eileen.
Let's do that before Cooper or Kopernik comes back. Evening 5.
Copernic, huh? I wonder why he changed his name.
He was discharged from a mental institution. Maybe he just wanted to throw a wrench in background checks?
Yeah, I suppose that could be it. What about this Tom guy then? Do you think we can trust him?
I don't know. I think so, but it's complicated. It has to do with everything we went through in 1995.
Oh, you know we never really talked about that. Over the years, I've started to remember things. Fragments. It wasn't just some nutty priest, was it?
No, it was something much more sinister than that. And I think that these murders are somehow connected to it.
All the more reason to stop the Soothsayer then.
Agreed.
How did things go at KCU then? I never imagined you'd go back to school.
Huh. Me either. Let me tell you what I found.
Yeah, catch up.
Poor Andrea. What a horrible way to go.
Indeed. Can't say I envy her. We shouldn't forget that she wasn't all that innocent, though. She was helping the pyre dealers and showing no remorse about it. On the contrary, she seemed excited as hell about it.
Until she wasn't, right? In the last note from her, it said she was scared out of her mind.
Yeah, that's true.
Yes. Something about pyre freaked her out, and from the look of things, that's what got her killed.
Well, at least we know now they have a secret hideout in the mines.
Yeah. Narrowing down that location will be the final piece of the puzzle. Anyway, how have things been progressing here? Any luck with the phone?
Easy peasy. Cracked and ready.
Oh, nice.
I had a peek in the contacts, and guess who I found in there?
Who?
Tabitha Caldwell, that
Oh.
florist lady.
Damn. So Faith Cyrene knew her. Tabitha's involved then. She's gotta be.
Yeah, at least her name was in Faith's contact list, whatever that implies.
The implication is fishy as hell. Let's leave it at that. Anything else?
Not that I could find, but you know this case better than me. Any ideas?
Well, there's this one thing. Rachel Wang mentioned this upsetting phone call.
Oh, right. Outside Eric's apartment, wasn't it? You even had the date and time.
Exactly.
Yeah. Here's the transcript.
January 14th, 4:15 p.m. Okay.
So?
Maybe it was just
Got
a
it.
bunch of butt dials.
Lasted a couple of minutes, apparently. The number is not in the contact list. 555-059-325.
Oh, fuck.
What?
I know that number. That's the Ingstrom Psychiatric
Oh.
Hospital.
Oh. Well, that's easy. Probably just this Copernic guy, right?
Oh, he must have
He
been
was a
out.
known patient and in cahoots with Faith.
No, that's impossible.
Yeah.
He was discharged last year.
And this was January. So someone else made that call.
Well, I guess I have a plan for tomorrow then. Tabby's garden, then Ingstrom's.
Yes, I'll stay here and look into Copernic more, now that we have his original name.
Sounds good. You on the bed?
Nah, couch is fine. Sleep tight.
That is interesting. So, the episode that Faith talked about was then probably in relation to someone that she knows in there. Some patient. Oh boy. Oh boy. Day 6, here we are.
Rain again, huh? Let's go see if E is up yet.
Yeah, check that out. She
Morning,
sure
E.
is.
Hey, sleep well?
Nope, but that's par for the course. You know that.
Yeah, I suppose I do. So what's on the agenda for today?
Tabitha Caldwell, first of all. She knows more than she's letting on, or she wouldn't be in the contacts of that cell phone.
Right. Just don't underestimate her. She could be dangerous. And then there's Ingstrom's, right?
Yeah. Somebody called Faith Cyrene from that place and made her throw a tantrum all up in Eric's face.
Yup, that was an odd one. Anyway, if you need some help, remember I'm only a phone call away. Plenty of minutes left on that cell phone, so you can reach me from almost anywhere.
Ah, that's convenient. Pocket phones, huh? What's next? Robot cats?
Right? Crazy.
Oh, I would never. You're the best girl.
You two are just adorable.
Oh, quiet you. What's E gonna entertain herself with then?
Victor Copernic, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, sure that guy's a fucking hoot.
Oh, you know what I mean, silly. Research. And maybe I can dig up what he tried to hide with that name change.
Exactly.
Not a bad plan. Let's get to it and touch base tonight.
Okie dokie.
Some more background info. Let's talk to Mildred.
Who's the best fluff ball? Couldn't agree more.
Right. Put the cell phone here.
No need.
Oh, you look. Okay. No phone call, so I guess we're heading out. Go to Tabitha's. Tabby's garden. There it is.
Closed on a regular workday, huh? Let's pick this door open.
Oh, let's sneak in. Okay.
Hello? Tabitha? I've already got a genuine mirror. There's no need to mess around with those anymore.
See if there's anything.
A landline and a shop. No surprises there. Cute. Reminds me a bit of those Japanese cherry trees.
Heard about that.
Seems to be a cash-only business.
Looks like we have to go into the back room. Anything else doesn't seem new. Maybe we have to fight an old lady. Oh, shit.
Fuck. God, I'm sorry, Tabitha. I'm so sorry.
No.
It's the mirror. The Soothsayer was here.
And now we're at the crime scene. We gotta be careful. Since the cops
Multiple
might
stab wounds to the chest,
have it out for us anyway.
just like Rose and Deborah. Miscellaneous notes related to the store. Nothing out of the ordinary.
Okay, let's look around.
Looks like Tabitha's address book. Might contain some clues. I'll cross-reference the address book with my notebook. No, there was nothing in common between my notebook and this address book. That's unfortunate. I was hoping to find Faith Cyrene in there.
Yeah.
I should check again if I add more clues to my notebook.
Okay. Okay.
An assortment of chemicals. I don't see anything that I need. It's a bottle of ipecac syrup. If ingested, this will quickly induce vomiting. Should be useful enough to take, despite the circumstances.
Right.
Oh, damn. These are red scythe flowers. She's been growing them. Something tells me I just found the key ingredient of pyre.
Yeah.
The question is, was Tabitha an unwitting participant or a full-on co-conspirator? I think I found everything in here. I gotta get the hell out of this place before someone sees me. I'll wipe everything I touched and then call the cops from a payphone.
Ugh. Another victim.
That poor lady. It seems everyone who has something to do with Faith Cyrene ends up dead.
Indeed.
Yes. I wish I'd pushed Tabitha harder the first time we met. Maybe she'd still be alive.
It's not your fault, Kathy. At least you found some clues in there.
Yeah, I'll follow up on those now and see what I can find.
All right, I'll stick with the research. Be careful. And call me if you need me.
I will.
Okay. Something.
An old-fashioned remedy for poisoning. It induces vomiting.
Anything else we can
Can I
discuss
talk
with
to you for a
Eileen?
sec?
Sure.
Any thoughts on the first victim, Rose Taylor?
Everything points to Victor Kopernik being the Engstrom patient she had an affair with, right?
It's all circumstantial, but yeah. I find it hard to believe they're not the same person.
He probably had a hand in her death then.
That seems very likely.
Later, I'll bring her up to speed tonight.
Old school. I hear those things have some pretty nasty side effects.
Only one way to find out. So I found this map hidden away in Cooper's cabin.
A secret path through some tunnels?
My thoughts exactly. The question is, where? We already discussed that last night. I don't want to show that to her.
Wow.
It sure
Should you?
I don't like...
Yeah.
Okay.
How'd you get along with Mildred when I was out?
It was like I never left. She's such a cutie.
She is.
We talked about that already.
I want to check.
Fancy laptop you've got there.
Oh, thanks. It's new.
Did anyone call for me while I was in the hospital?
Nope. Not as far as I know. So, are you getting good use out of the book collection I set up in the office?
Yep.
Yeah, of
You
course.
haven't even touched those books, have you?
Maybe once or twice.
Well,
I've been meaning to ask, how do you like living in Cassidy, E?
Oh, like any big American city, it's got some issues, but overall I'm happy here. My family and church are both close by. I've got a decent job, and I adore my little garden apartment. Things could be worse, you know?
Good to hear. I wish I could say the same, but you know me. I was born discontent.
you sure were.
Still got those old casework docs on the board, huh?
Yeah, I mean, you're no longer here full-time to keep the place tidy.
Ha ha.
We made quite the team during the Whitmore affair, didn't we?
Yep. Those were good times.
Yeah. A shame what came after.
You're not wrong, but I think John Lennon said it best.
Oh boy.
Everything will be okay in the end. And if it's not okay, it's not the end.
Let's hope those words don't ring too hollow when all this is over.
Yeah, let's hope.
Sometimes I regret becoming a PI.
Do you really? I can't imagine you doing anything else.
Me neither. That doesn't mean I can't be miserable, though.
Oh, you.
Oh, you.
I don't want to ask her about that.
I think that's it. Okay.
All right, that's all.
Okie dokie.
Alrighty, I think this is a good place to take a break. A little shorter today, but we had a few longer episodes the last time, and I have a feeling that things will continue to be crazy. Now we have a sixth victim, official Soothsayer victim, but also obviously put Lucas in there to some degree. I mean, we're doing it. We're getting closer, but things are heating up. It certainly gets dangerous. So let's see how it continues. Thank you all for watching today's episode of Kathy Rain 2. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please give the video a like. Maybe consider subscribing to the channel. Share the video with friends, family, and the people on the internet. That all helps me out a whole bunch and will bring you more content in the future. I will be back with more Kathy Rain 2 Soothsayer very soon. Until then, have a great time.